Picture this: Santiago Bernabéu, absolutely packed. The game is tense. Real Madrid are trailing on the scoreboard, pressure mounting. And suddenly, the comeback comes from the feet of two players who might define an era. Yes, I'm talking about Vinícius Júnior and Kylian Mbappé. One delivers with a decisive goal, the other suffers with VAR disallowed strikes, but shows why just his presence changes the whole game. And right in the middle of all this, Thierry Henry drops a bomb. He says that if ego doesn't get in the way, these two could become one of the greatest attacking duos in football history. That's huge, right? Today we're diving into this 2-1 win over Mallorca, and more importantly, into what could be a historic partnership that might redefine what it means to be a superstar at Real Madrid. So make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Because we bring you new videos every single day, and trust me, this one's going to be special. The Bernabéu was buzzing on a night that had all the drama a Real Madrid fan could ask for. Facing Mallorca, Los Blancos knew from the first whistle this wouldn't be a walk in the park. The visitors came to the Spanish capital with one clear idea: defend with everything they had and frustrate Madrid's star-studded attack. And for a while, it worked. It was Vedat Muriqi who silenced the stadium, pouncing on Mallorca's first big chance and putting his team ahead. For a few seconds, you could almost feel the tension pouring down from the stands. Madrid had seen this movie before: packed defenses, wasted chances, and pressure piling up. But what happened next changed the entire script. Because in the 37th minute, the kid who's becoming a hidden gem of this squad, Arda Güler, appeared in the box. Out of nowhere, he rose high and headed home the equalizer. Just like that, the Bernabéu was alive again. And then, almost immediately after, came the moment that reminded everyone why Vinícius Júnior is no longer just a rising star. He's the guy who wants to decide championships. Cutting inside with that trademark swagger, he drove the ball low and hard into the corner. Comeback complete. Stadium exploding. But while Vinícius got the glory on the score sheet, all eyes were also on Kylian Mbappé. The Frenchman had come to Madrid with the weight of expectation bigger than the stadium itself. And though the net refused to cooperate, with not one but two goals chalked off by VAR, his impact was undeniable. Every time he moved, Mallorca's backline panicked. His runs stretched defenders, his positioning opened spaces, and when he linked up with Vinícius, you could almost sense the fear creeping into the opposition. This is where the story gets fascinating, because as much as this was about 3 points against Mallorca, the real conversation was about what this partnership could become. And that's when Thierry Henry's words hit different. Speaking with the authority of someone who knows exactly what it means to play at the highest level, Henry didn't hold back. He said, "Mbappé and Vinícius have different but complementary styles. One brings raw pace and power, the other offers flair and the dribble in tight spaces. If they learn to share the spotlight, they can go down as one of the deadliest duos football has ever seen." Think about that for a second. We're talking about comparisons with Ronaldinho and Eto'o, Henry and Bergkamp at Arsenal. Legendary partnerships. And Henry's point was simple. Greatness is within reach, but it will depend on whether these two megastars can balance their egos and truly play together. The Mallorca game gave us just a taste of that. Vinícius was electric. 14 progressive carries, over 50 touches, a goal, and constant danger. Mbappé? Even without the goals, he pulled markers like a magnet, forcing Mallorca to double up and freeing spaces for his teammates. It was like watching the first rehearsal of a performance everyone knows could be spectacular. The choreography isn't perfect yet, but you can already feel what's coming. And while Madrid fans celebrated the comeback, deep down, they knew this night was about more than just one victory. It was about seeing glimpses of a future where Vinícius and Mbappé don't just play next to each other, they redefine what it means to be a Real Madrid forward. If the first half of the story belonged to Vinícius and Mbappé, the second half revealed the other layers of Real Madrid's night: the supporting characters, the tactical calls, and even the drama served up by VAR. Because let's be honest, this game could have ended 4-1 or 5-1 without those razor-thin offside calls. Arda Güler, for instance, wasn't just the surprise goal scorer. Every time the teenager touched the ball, he looked like someone eager to prove he deserves more minutes. Quick turns, sharp passes, and a confidence that stood out despite his age. Even when his second-half goal was wiped away for a handball in the build-up, the impression remained. This is not just a prospect. This is a player ready to be part of Madrid's present. Then there's Rodrigo. Entering late in the game, he had a chance to remind fans of his value, but the spark didn't quite ignite this time. Playing from the left, he only managed 15 touches and one successful dribble before the final whistle. SofaScore rated him at 6.5. Not disastrous, but not the impact Madrid hopes for from a player of his quality. For now, it feels like Rodrigo is still searching for rhythm in this new season. And what about Xabi Alonso on the sidelines? Calm, composed, and clearly satisfied. He had every reason to be. His team didn't just overturn a deficit. They did it while keeping intensity high until the very last minute. That's no small feat when VAR seems determined to inject drama into the match. 2 goals from Mbappé gone, 1 from Güler cancelled, but Madrid never lost focus. That's a sign of maturity in a squad blending established stars with young talents. But let's circle back to the real headline: the potential of a partnership that could reshape the club's history. When asked about Vinícius and Mbappé after the game, Alonso didn't spell it out, but his smile said everything. Coaches know when something special is brewing, and this felt like one of those moments. Historically, Real Madrid has always been about super duos and legendary trios. From Di Stefano and Puskás in the 50s, to Cristiano Ronaldo and Benzema in the modern era, to the BBC trio of Bale, Benzema, and Cristiano, the club thrives on these attacking dynasties. And now, fans are beginning to dream of the next chapter, written by Vinícius and Mbappé. The difference this time? It's not just about talent, it's about chemistry. Madrid supporters have seen star signings before. Galacticos who shone individually but never fully clicked as a unit. What Henry's comments underline is that greatness here won't just come from highlight reels, but from the willingness of both players to share. One doesn't need to dominate the other. They need to complete each other. And the Mallorca game, in many ways, was a reminder of how thin that line is between frustration and magic. 2 goals ruled out for millimeters, a teenager denied his second by a controversial handball, Rodrigo struggling to find confidence. Yet, despite all that, Madrid walked away with 3 points and a feeling that something bigger is on the horizon. Because sometimes football isn't about the scoreboard. Sometimes it's about glimpses, those little flashes that make you believe you're witnessing the beginning of something historic. And on this night, with Vinícius dancing past defenders and Mbappé stretching the field, Madrid fans got exactly that glimpse. So here's the big question. Are we witnessing the birth of a duo that could redefine Real Madrid's legacy? Will Vinícius and Mbappé actually live up to Thierry Henry's bold prediction and become one of the greatest attacking partnerships of all time? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to know if you think this chemistry will explode, or if egos might get in the way. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. We bring you fresh football stories every single day. Because if nights like this are just the beginning, imagine what's coming next.